Hello and welcome back everybody to another episode of Slice of Fried Gold. My name's Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. And if you are listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. This week we've got a bumper week episode, I feel. There's a lot to discuss, a lot to talk about. But firstly, Ben, how are you?
Yeah, so you know how normally I start sharing how my week's been.
Yep.
And then when I get to the final story,
You forget it.
I forget it. Well, there's a bit of a change this week.
Oh, okay.
I forgot everything on the drive up. I was driving up to it, so she's like, right, what do I need to talk about this week? And I was like, shit, I can't remember a single fucking thing.
Oh.
So I'm now going to just pull, oh, there's a car. Sorry.
Excuse us.
I'm now going to pull absolute random shit out of my ass,
Oh, okay.
and we'll see where it goes.
Well, just to rub your nose in it, like I said I was going to, I've actually made notes this week.
Well done.
So I didn't forget.
Well done.
Because I knew that I would.
So first off,
Yes.
I thought I was going to die this week.
How?
I was walking home from work.
Okay.
And
That long commute.
That very long 3-minute commute.
Yes.
I was walking along, and at the end of the road, there was a group of, I wouldn't say unsavoury men, but you know when like a group of men are all there, they're standing on the corner, and then as you approach, they go quiet and look at you.
Yeah.
That happened.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay,
That's scary.
I'm fine. I'm not going to die. This is Felixstowe. We're fine. But it was then I just happened to walk past like a garden gate, like a proper tall garden gate. And as I walked past it, the bolt unlocked and it started to swing open, and I thought I was being jumped. I was like, these guys are waiting on this side. Someone's going to open the gate and they're just going to fucking chloroform,
Chloroform me, and then they're going to hold you to ransom, and then realise your parents have no money, and then they're going to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, shit. And then, the gate was just because someone was taking the trash out. And I was like, oh, okay. Panic over.
How anticlimactic.
I know. But still, it was interesting,
Yeah, it was interesting for you to shit your pants.
Where it's interesting for me is why do our minds go to that sort of, I'm about to die here?
Yeah.
Why does it jump to that extreme?
Yeah.
Isn't it Lapel de Void, the Call of the Void, where
Yes.
your mind just goes to like the worst things, like you're standing on a tall building and your mind just goes jump.
Yeah.
I think it's that, but on a different context of like, oh, you're about to die.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And then your fight or flight kicks in.
Yeah, that one.
And and it was just like, nope, okay, panic over. Calm down, adrenaline. But yeah, there was that. Nearly lost my shit with someone at work today.
Ooh.
Thankfully, it wasn't a colleague, wasn't a co-worker,
Okay.
wasn't an insubordinate,
Yeah.
wasn't a customer. It was a supplier of the customer.
So
they've done the thing of asked me a question, like, oh, how does this work in the UK?
Yeah.
I've explained it to them.
Yeah. Beautifully. Yeah.
To the point where even my customer understands, because he initially called up and was like, have you seen this email? I was like, yeah. And he's like, what the fuck is he talking about? I was like, don't worry, I got it.
Leave it with me.
So I explain it, and he comes back going, well, actually, my boss has told me X, Y, Z. And I started typing out this email today, going, all right, you fucking little shrimp fiddler.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care what your boss has told you.
This is how it's done.
This is how it's done in the UK. You are over in fucking God knows fucking where.
Yeah.
Some third world shit country.
Yeah. Selling off your shrimps.
Yeah. Sit the fuck down.
And let me tell you how
it's done. And then I typed it all out, and I was like, backspace.
No.
And then I called up my customer, and I was like, have you seen this email? He's like, yeah. I was like, do you want me to respond? He was like, will it affect my entries? I was like, no, that's what I'm trying to tell him. It won't affect your entries. He was like, just leave it then.
Fair play.
I was like, oh, but I'm angry.
I'm seething.
Because I just don't ask someone for advice or opinion or an answer. And then, well, actually, no.
Technically.
If you think they are wrong, just go, okay, and walk away.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You don't actually.
Yeah.
I've been told this by someone else. Well, then.
Why did you ask me the question?
Yeah, exactly.
You wasted my time.
Yeah, exactly. And bearing in mind, this was like the first email of the day. I still hadn't fully woken up.
Still grouchy.
Yeah. Oh, I've noticed I'm getting grouchier in my old age.
So you don't have breakfast?
No, it's because I don't have coffee.
There is that. Have a can of Monster.
And let's get addicted to Monster again. Yeah!
Woo!
Back to the Premier Inn days.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
you know it.
Back when I couldn't function unless I had like 2 to 3 cans of Monster a day.
Yeah, but I'm like that with coffee.
Yes.
So it's so different.
Wow.
Just have the sugar-free. It's healthy.
I do have the sugar-free. In fact, do we do some promotion of the Monster cans I have in the car?
Let's do it. Maybe we'll get a sponsor.
But yeah, other than that, I can't remember what I was going to talk about because
Cool.
I couldn't even remember on the drive up. So Paddy, how are you?
Well, Ben, I'm not good.
No, do tell Paddy.
No, my back went. I'm old.
Question.
Question.
How did it go?
I don't know. I woke up.
Oh,
I
come
know.
on.
Well, it was like, you know, I don't know if your back's ever gone, but like, you know, when you like feels like it starts. People that have had their back go know. Like Hufflepuff will tell you, like your back starts twitching and things like that, and like tweaking. You do something, you think, oh, I won't do that again. And then the next thing you know, it's all gone. But then like this time, it wasn't like the last time it went when it was like my lower back. It's all been like my shoulders and my neck and like in between my shoulder blades. And I've not been able to lift stuff, and I've not been able to kind of like function at work. So I actually haven't been at work a lot for the last few days. I've did a little bit on Sunday, but I had to go home early because I was like dead to the world.
Yeah, you could have at least made up some good story, like, you know, oh, well, you know,
Oh, no.
me and the missus were getting on, I tried to lift her up and put her up against the wall, and boom, there it went.
I'm not going to lie to the people, Ben. I'm a nice man. I tell them the truth. I am. I'm telling them the truth.
No, I don't doubt that you tell them the truth. It's the nice man bit.
Yeah, I know. That's the lie.
The bit I'm questioning.
That's the lie. I just tell the truth, whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing. I just tell the truth. But yeah, so I've been to the osteopath twice, who's cracked my back and neck multiple times and run electrodes through me and massaged the hell out of me, and I'm still not any better. But I am better than I was. I've got more movement in my head. I can move up and down.
And you panicked when both their hands went on your shoulders.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I felt something poking.
Yeah.
I must admit, it's the first time I've had a male osteopath.
Oh.
It's the first time I've had a male anything like that.
Did you feel safe in his strong hands?
I did. They were very strong. They were very big, Ben.
Yeah.
Now I know how like some people feel when you grab them around the neck and they're like, ooh, and you're like, ooh.
Oh,
they're very big.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, exactly. But no offense, I've got a slimmer neck.
Yes.
So his hand went all the way around my neck. Let's put it this way: he used one hand. That's how big his hands are, man.
That's hot.
Oh god.
But yeah, no. I remember once going out on a date with a massage therapist, and he was like trying to sell me a like. Not only were we like on a date, but at the same time he was trying to sell me his business. I was like, mate, we're on a date. Don't try and sell shit to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, he tried to sell me a deep muscle tissue. Deep words.
Wow, speak 'em. Deep
tissue massage. There we go. Oh, I was having a brain aneurysm then.
You were.
And yeah, the muscle here.
Yeah.
Pointed out for the people, Paddy.
That one
was so strong and so big and everything, and I was like, Jesus!
I don't want that gripped around me.
And he was like, oh, does that feel good? I was like, no. And he was like, don't worry, it will start to feel good. And it was like half an hour, 40 minutes later, I was like, when does it feel good? And he was like, oh, it should have already started feeling good. I was like, no.
Can you stop, please?
No. And then he's like, oh, so you don't want to pay for what? I was like, I'm good, thank you.
No. Just don't touch me again.
Don't touch me again in that way.
Violated.
Now, if we move your hands elsewhere.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah. So because I haven't been at work, I have not really had a chance to have any amusing stories. But I have had a lot of time on my hands, so I've watched a lot of films and TV.
Okay.
So, obviously this was before my back went, but like the other day, I went to go see Despicable Me 4.
You did?
Very average. Don't trouble yourself.
They've all been since the first one.
Well, I had this argument as well. I feel like it's not been the same. And then you've got the spin-off Minion movies, which are just like, bleh.
It's basically kids like bright, shiny things that make a lot of noise, and that's what the Minions are.
Oh my god, it was so loud in the theatre. It was so loud. I felt like an old person. I was like, bloody hell.
Well, you are an old person.
Yeah, clearly, by the judge of my neck, I am.
I mean, do you know what? I actually had a crick in my neck as well this week.
Did you?
Yeah, I woke up Monday morning with it. Like, to the point where I, like, couldn't turn my neck to the left. I had to sort of, like, swivel my whole body like I was Batman.
Yeah.
And, you know, normally I was like, okay, I've slept funny. It'll be gone by the end, like, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Woke up Tuesday, it was still there.
Yeah.
Woke up Wednesday, it was still there. And I was like, oh my god, is this what it's like being old?
Is this what it's like being Paddy?
Ready! And then, to be fair, that was actually one of the things I was going to talk about. Like, oh my god, I'm getting old. I couldn't turn my neck for 3 days. And then you had to just go and ruin it.
By one-upping
me.
Obviously. If you're going to do it properly, Ben,
be bedridden.
Be bedridden. And then cry in bed because bed hurts as well.
Anyway,
so that I was just going to quickly bring that up. It's a very average film. If you've got kids, they're going to love it because it is loud and it has like superhero minions in it. So it's very much on trend at the moment.
And it makes fart jokes.
Oh yeah, to be fair, they were funny. We love a good fart joke. The other thing I wanted to say was, I don't know if you saw, but on Amazon Prime today...
Amazon Prime, yes.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare came out, which was the Guy Ritchie movie with Henry Cavill and Alan Richardson. That came out today.
I know what I'm doing on Sunday.
Definitely worth a watch. Easy watching, like you said, Sunday, great Sunday movie.
Yeah.
You know, sit down, watch it, feel entertained. Don't have to think too hard. Action, laughs, you know, and Henry Cavill and Alan Richardson. So, what more do you need in a movie for you, Ben?
Channing Tatum.
Wow, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah, okay. That's
Taron Egerton as Eggsy in his chav outfit. Sorry.
Oh, really? The chav outfit? Ben, you disgust me. Oh, I thought you had some class. I thought you were going to say the suit.
No, I was being... the suit. Of course the fucking suit. I was being stupid. I was being, you know...
Yeah, but I know deep down you actually mean it.
Well, as I said to you the other day, dumb people fuck harder. And if you see a chav outfit, you're like, oh, that's going to be one dumb fuck.
In both sense of the terms.
Yeah. Oh my god, that reminds me.
What?
So, when I went to go visit some family the other week...
Yes.
I, of course, opened Grindr, checked out the local talent.
As you do.
And someone started chatting to me, and I started chatting back.
Yeah.
And firstly, turns out, really into his trackies, and I was like, it's not a bit of me.
Yeah.
It's not a bit of me at all. And he was like, I especially love them when the bottoms and the top match.
Oh.
And this is how, like, not into trackies I am. I was like, don't they always? Like, is that not the thing? You go and buy them, and they're a matching set? I didn't know you could buy a top and a bottom separately.
Wow, okay.
You know, that's how not into trackies I am.
That's fair.
Anyway.
Well, they sell them separately to make more money.
Yeah. Anyway, turns out this guy likes to see himself as a bit of a dom.
Oh, does he now?
He does.
Right.
And he then decided to send me a voice message of like, I'm going to blindfold you.
Oh, God, no.
And I'm going to put a trackie on.
Oh, what the
And if you don't guess what colour it is, I'm going to punish you.
Did you just say grey?
No. I didn't say anything, because the problem is whilst I said it in a gruff, kind of sexy voice.
How did he sound?
I'm gonna blindfold you.
Oh no!
Pin a trackie on. I was like, oh, you remember that guy the other podcast where I sent a voice note to him and he said, "You're the kind of guy who should stay quiet in sex."
Yeah.
Just forward that message on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. And then I was like, well, this is the moment I can be different from that douchebag.
Yeah.
By just blocking him. No need to be mean. No need to have cutting words. Just, nope.
Should be like, sorry, BRB, I've got to have my dinner, and then like block him.
But yeah, it was like, and I was like, No,
dear.
no.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so definitely watch that film. You'll enjoy that, I feel.
Yeah.
But the thing that I wanted to talk to you briefly about was obviously we have had the final of The Boys.
We have.
So we do need to discuss because we actually haven't debriefed as we would normally. Would you like to go first or shall I go first?
Yeah, okay. I was kind of disappointed by the finale.
Oh.
I was kind of like...
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously they're setting up for the final series.
Yeah.
But then it's like, it meant that this finale didn't really have any sort of big climax to it. It just kind of flopped around a little bit, and then it was like, right, and we're done. Ready for season 5.
Right, okay.
You kind of, you know...
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. I do feel like this has been the weakest so far of the 4.
Yeah.
I do feel like the ending was cool because it's kind of left people like going, oh my god, what's kind of happened and where are we going? Because obviously, you know, we
Everyone
kind of
got whispered in the ear and they were like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, and,
you know.
And people got taken away and X, Y, and Z, and people ran away without giving too many spoilers on who.
Yeah.
But people did, and then obviously many people died.
My favourite meme was the girl whispering in Frenchie's ear.
Yeah.
And like, come be gay again. I was like, yes.
Oh dear. I knew you'd be annoyed about that kiss.
Oh, I wasn't annoyed. It was inevitable, but
yeah, I thought so as
like,
well. Oh, did you cry though when she spoke?
No, I was like, oh, she's finally spoken.
I was like,
spoilers.
Oh, it's all out on the internet now.
But yeah, I was like, oh, she's finally spoken. You know, because that was like her arc this season was getting over her silence.
Yeah.
So she's got over that.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that.
But yeah. No, what about you? What are your thoughts for season 4?
Like I said, I don't think it's been the strongest this so far. I am interested to see where it's going, knowing that obviously next year we'll have Gen V season 2, and then the year after will be the final season of The Boys.
Yeah.
And obviously because of the tragic passing of the actor that was in Gen V, I think they have actually confirmed that they're going to recast him for the season.
Yeah.
Because it's like quite a pivotal character for the show.
Well, the choice is either retire and bring in a different character or recast it.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I think what they want to do with the character obviously says that it's quite important. My question is like, will the final season be like the end of the whole universe, or are they going to carry on with spin-offs and maybe create some other bits? And you know, I mean, people online have obviously read comics and kind of know how the comics end, but like with most things, lots of characters are different, storyline beats have been different, things like that. Will they follow that and as a to try and keep people fresh and interested?
Maybe.
You know, but then it's also the creator of the comics is also helping input to help create the show.
Yeah.
So he might say, no, stick with that ending. Who knows?
Who knows? Certainly not us.
No, not yet.
But that's the thing.
Ask us in 2 years' time.
I just felt like season 4 didn't really do much, didn't really accomplish much, didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it felt like me that they were holding everything back, ready for season 5.
Yeah. Yeah. It did feel like a very filler season. Although it did have some very amusing bits.
Yeah.
Like the Tech Knight dungeon, which is hilarious. How do you feel about that? Because I was reading online that a lot of people are annoyed with how like Huey's character development is there, but then he's still always like the butt of the joke, or like the
I
one
saw something about that. Like a lot of people complain, like, "Oh, he's still getting shit on." It's like, well, you've got to have that one person covered in shit.
Well, yeah, you've got to have that kind of. You got to have the comedy break. Yeah. And he's the character for it.
He is,
you know, and I think
everyone else is too serious.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not going to be, even though like people like MM and Frenchie and, you know, even to a degree, Billy have their comedic moments. I feel like Huey is the comic relief of the show.
I would be interested to find out if the creator of The Boys is British.
No, because it's the same guy that did Invincible and things like that. So he's American.
Well, basically what I was about to say is Billy is very much like your standard archetype for British humour.
Yes. Yeah,
I've been doing a lot of random YouTube watches
we love
recently.
That. We love that.
And I came across a video where it was like, what's the difference between British and American comedy shows?
Yeah.
And the main point is because I think even Stephen Fry did a talk about it on a stage once.
Yeah.
It's like the British humour. Your main character, it basically gets shit on and gets destroyed, and basically everyone around him is an idiot, but it affects him, not them. They seem to like wander through life. Whereas in your American comedy, your main character is the hero who can get out of sticky situations with quick-witted thinking and snarky comments.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is everyone else, even Billy, who has a British accent, is on a sort of your American archetype of a comedy character, whereas Billy is your British one. Yeah. No matter how hard he tries, he gets constantly shit on.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why I like Ted Lasso so much, because Ted is very much a combination of the two.
Yeah.
And it works so well for that show and that story.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I thought I'd pick your brain on The Boys.
Yeah, Huey needs to get shit on because who else is going to get shit on?
Well,
everyone else is either competent or a superhero.
Well, exactly.
So
for your predictions, let's do it. Let's be those people. Predictions for the final season. What do you think will happen?
So of course, there's still a lot of bit about Ryan, isn't that Homelander's kid?
Yeah.
So I think
and Becca's boy.
I think he's either going to be the one who kills Homelander or kills Billy. Because right now you've got Homelander versus Billy.
Yeah.
And it's like, who's going to kill who? But it's like, no, Ryan's going to kill one or the other.
Right.
I don't know which is it. It all depends on if they want to carry it on or if they want to stop and do spin-offs. Because if they want to do spin-offs, then they'll kill Billy off. If they wanted to carry this on, they'd kill Homelander off.
You see, I think, in my humble opinion, I think both will die.
Maybe.
Because Homelander is the MPV. Yeah. He is the big superpower. Nobody can beat him. There was obviously the end credit scene that kind of teased a potential way of him dying.
Yeah.
Whether or not I think it could be Ryan, but I think Ryan may also potentially kill like the both of them in like heated battle. But I think both will die. I feel like that's probably the only logical way of kind of like ending the series.
Yeah. And we were both wrong. We thought MM was going to die at the end of this series.
We thought MM was going to die.
Because his storyline was coming to a close.
Yeah, they're obviously... But that's what then makes me think that Butcher will die, and then MM's going to carry on. And then he might be like the Nick Fury that pops up in spin-offs.
Yeah.
But that's... that's good. That's good.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
And then finally, on this bumper episode...
Yeah, we have Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Friend.
Deadpool and Co.
Originally the working title was Deadpool and Friend, apparently. This is what I learned today when I was reading up some stuff.
I didn't know that.
And it was just before the Super Bowl where they were going to drop the trailer. That's when they were like, no, we need to change this.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, it was supposed to be Deadpool and Friend.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it works better.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Let's go with your opinions first.
Right, I know I didn't laugh a lot, but that's because laughing hurts at the moment. But I did find this film very, very funny.
Mm-hmm.
We talked briefly about this before before we went in, and how I was certainly getting very annoyed about all the cameo drops in the trailers and things like that. But we did not have to worry because there was still plenty of cameos like we thought there would be.
Yeah.
There was some that took me by surprise because I did not think that they would agree to do it.
Yeah.
And then some I thought which was, like a good tip of the hat and a nod and things like that. I feel I'm going to rank them. I feel like Deadpool 1 is still the best.
100%.
But then I think this is second. I think it's Pip's Deadpool 2.
Huh.
Because I think I would rewatch this over Deadpool 2, but I would watch Deadpool 1 over all three.
Yeah.
So I can take or leave Deadpool 2.
Fair.
I really enjoyed this. I really like the direction of this. I didn't realise, and neither did you, that this was... We obviously watched in IMAX. We didn't realise it was IMAX 3D.
Yeah.
I thought the 3D actually was quite effective for the story.
Yeah.
I think it works. Sometimes you get those like 3D movies and they just use it for like depth of field, but actually watching it in 3D was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Jokes were funny, costumes were great, acting. There was a few spotty bits of CGI, but isn't there always in a Marvel movie these days?
Yeah.
I liked the cameos and things like that. For a 2-hour film, it did feel like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you do watch like a 2-hour film and it feels like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And sometimes you watch a 2-hour film and it feels like 2.5. I feel like this felt like a 2-hour film, and it was a 2-hour film. Don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it felt like a 2-hour film.
Yeah.
Also, that may have been because my painkillers were also running out. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good, solid, entertaining film. I do think it's hopefully putting Marvel back on track. Out of all the recent Marvel movies, it probably is the best one.
Yeah.
Without a question, which is quite surprising. Because like in Deadpool said, they're on a bit of a low at the moment. But, Hugh Jackman coming back, great. I liked how they brought him in and within like the storyline and context and everything. I thought it was very clever. I really enjoyed it. I thought everybody was great. Ben, your thoughts?
I will agree with you that it was a long film, and I'm not on any painkillers, so that wasn't the issue. Like I said to you as we were walking out the cinema, one of my favourite films of all times is Hot Fuzz. Every so often I'm like, oh my god, I need to watch Hot Fuzz again. And then it's like, I get 3/4 of the way through Hot Fuzz, I'm like, oh my god, it's still going.
Yeah.
This film is very much that. It was like, I was having a great time, but then I was like, oh my god, it's still going. And it's, it just felt like a long film.
Yeah.
Whilst I enjoyed it, and it had me laughing, and it had me chuckling, and it had my attention the whole way through.
Yes.
I think I know what I'm not fully a fan of.
Okay.
So, of course, Deadpool can break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
He's done it through all the movies,
Yep.
But it felt so much more sparingly in the first and second film.
Yeah.
Where this was so much constant breaking of the fourth wall and being all meta and everything. And to me, the thank you, Carl.
Thank you. We know that.
The breaking of the fourth wall and everything should be like the soy sauce. It should be slightly sprinkled in to give you that flavour.
Like the rock salt that you add to the end.
With the Salt Bay. Whereas this was so, like, every other line was a fourth wall break. To the point where it started to get a bit tiresome at the end. Yeah, it did a little bit. It certainly was the most fourth wall breaking of the three. Yeah, so it was just kind of like a fine film, a great film. Very much enjoyed it, but the constant fourth wall breaking kind of lessened it for me a little bit. Yeah, that's fair. I would still happily recommend it. I'd still say I enjoyed it, but my God, there's a lot of fourth wall breaking. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. No, I don't disagree with that. Anything else to add? Everyone was sexy as fuck. Certainly the topless scene. My lord. I have a question for that. Yeah. Why did his top explode, but Ryan Reynolds doesn't? Because Ryan Reynolds hasn't been doing the sit-ups. Well, because Deadpool's suit is always like that. Wolverine always fucking gets his chest out. Yeah, well, they could have both got their chest out. And I would have been even happier. Yeah, true. I think it's because of the makeup for his skin. Probably. Let's do final thoughts. Final thoughts. Don't ask someone their opinion or advice if you're not going to take it. Or if you're not going to take it, don't question them. Just go, okay, and don't do it. Cheers for that. Thanks. Bye-bye. You're wasting their time. Yeah, so exactly. Fuck off. My neck be hurting. My neck, my back, I can't move. Yeah, I'm dying, but... in that sack. Yeah. I had a neck crick as well, but apparently I'm way healthier than you. Yeah, your body can bounce back, Ben. Yay! I'm the Deadpool. What else did we say? The Boys. Not as strong as the previous seasons, but... filler season. Yeah, filler season to kind of tide us over to the final. I suspect the final will be, and hope, very, very good. If someone can comment down below on an idea for a drinking game for season 4, that would make it more fun.
That would be.
So, yeah.
Every time Billy says "oi,"
Oi.
oi.
And Deadpool and Wolverine, good film.
Yeah, solid time at the end at the cinema. Marvel's certainly back on track with it. Whether or not they can stay with that height of that kind of film, who knows?
I will slightly disagree with that. I would say it's a good film because it's carried by Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, who are great actors and have good comedic timing.
Yeah.
We'll see what Marvel can do without them carrying a film on their backs.
But they have got, apparently, the Russo brothers to come in and do Avengers 5 and 6 to return.
Oh.
So
how much are they paying them?
Well, I think it's still under agreement, so obviously
that's where the budget for Star Wars is going.
Yeah. It's probably a safer bet, I reckon.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that all being said, comment down below, let us know all your thoughts and opinions on this week's topics. You can email us at sliceofriedgoldpod@gmail.com. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and if you are listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Cheers. Bye-bye.